Hello everyone. Today we're gonna learn about pointers. So first we discuss what all things we are going to learn. Concept of pointers, of course, usage of pointers, the role of pointers in array string structures, concepts of dynamic and static allocation of memory, relationship between pointers and functions, relationship between pointers and objects. So in pointers, the main thing is memory representation. Here the very important concept is memory representation. So you can see here name of variable. Two variables are shown, a and b. So variable a is stored at address 002 and variable b is stored at address 1008. So the value stored at address 002 is 1008. This means that variable a is holding the address of another memory location, that is which is the location of variable b. So since a contains the value of 1008, dereferencing a would give you the value stored at address 1008, which is the value of variable b. So I hope you understood. So what is pointer? So a pointer, a variable that stores the memory address of another variable. So as you can see here, A's address is 002 and which is having the value 1008, which is the address of b. So it is, so as you know the definition, a variable that stores the memory address of another variable. So this is the memory representation of the pointers. So what is address? Every variable is stored in a unique memory location. So every variable has its unique memory location, that is address. So now introduction. So when writing a program, you declare the necessary variables that you will need in order to accomplish your work. It means that while writing program, first you declare all the necessary variables so that you want to include in your work. पहला तुम जो भी चाहते हो वेरिएबल इंक्लूड हो तुम्हारे जो प्रोग्राम है उसमें, वो नेसेसरी थिंग को तुम पहले डिक्लेयर करते हो. सो व्हेन यू डिक्लेयर अ वेरिएबल इन अ प्रोग्राम, so you are asking a computer to reserve memory space to store that variable, that value of the variable. It means that जब तुम डिक्लेयर करते हो वेरिएबल को, इट मीन्स दैट तुम कंप्यूटर को, यू आर आस्किंग कंप्यूटर टू रिजर्व, कुछ स्पेस रिजर्व करके रखने के लिए. वो जो पर्टिकुलर वैल्यू ऑफ वेरिएबल है उसको हम थोड़ा स्पेस, अमाउंट ऑफ स्पेस क्या करें, रिजर्व करके रख रहे हैं. सो एवरी वेरिएबल एज a name that is used in a program, an address, location in memory. So the address is how the computer access the data, like how, like just like your house address. If you want to go somebody's house, your friend's house, you need address, then you can refer, you can easily identify that address. Okay, similarly the computer refers to that space using an address. Okay, let us learn about some advantages of pointers. So it is possible to write efficient programs. So efficient programs, it means that multiple programs can be written using pointers. Memory is utilized properly, like there is no wastage of memory here. So it is utilized properly. Dynamically allocate and deallocate the memory. easy to deal with the hardware components like keyboard, mouse, monitor, etc. Okay. Then easy to deal, established communication between program and data. So now let us learn memory representation of pointers. Before learning pointers, you need to understand memory organization. So memory is like an array made up of bytes. You know bytes, okay? So each byte is a unit of memory and as unique addresses. Example, if you have if you have 1 KB, so 1 KB is equal to 1024 bytes, if think, okay. Then what it will do, the address go from 0 to 1023. It will go from 0 to 1023. So the left column shows address. So this is left column, it shows the address from 0 to 1023, and the right boxes, these boxes shows the locations where data is stored, like here data will be stored. Address 0 is the, so address 0 here, it is the first memory location. So this is first memory location, and 1 is the second memory location, and 3 will be third, 0 is the first memory location, 1 is the second memory location, 3 is the second is the third memory location, so on. So address of 0 is the first memory location, and 1 is the second memory location, and so on. Okay, I hope you understood this. Variable declaration and memory. So when you declare a variable like this, int num, two things happens. What are they? They are, first one is a memory location is allocated for num. So for this num, a memory location is allocated for this num. If you give num is equals to, if you give num is equals to 10, if you give a value, this it will, for this value it will allocate a memory location. Okay, so depending on the data type, for example 4 bytes for int, it depends on data type. Okay, second thing is a relationship is formed between the variables. So variable name, that is num, and its memory address. Okay, now let me give you some example so that you can easily understand what is pointer and memory representation of pointers, so that you can clearly understand it. This is the simple example I took. So here include #include studio.h, this is the header, int main flower bracket, int num is equal to 10. So declare an integer variable, we are declaring an integer variable, that is 10. So int pointer is equal to address num, we are declaring a pointer and assigning the address of num. So this is the address operator address operator like this. So we have to say it like address of. So num, address of num. So printf, value of num. So here we are printing value of num. What it will give? Value of num is 10. So the output will be 10. So now next we are asking to print address of num. What will be the, so for 10 the address of, what will be the address of num? It will print that number, it will print. And value stored in ptr. So value stored in ptr is again address of num. So again it will give the value of this address of num. And value pointed to 2 by point ptr, that is again a num value, that is 10. I hope this is clear for you. So here the diagram shows variable num that holds a value 15 stored at a memory address of 100 and 101, 2 bytes, because int typically takes 2 bytes, as you all know. So important thing here to remember is memory address are numerical and the variable name is just label used in code. This is the main thing. And next we're gonna learn pointer. So as I already told, what is pointer? A pointer, a variable that stores the address of another variable. So if num is stored at, so this num is stored at if this num is stored at address 100, so wait, if this num is stored at address 100, a pointer can store that address and be used to access or modify the value at that location. It can modify that, so it can used to access and modify the value at that location. So next is declaration and initialization of pointer. So this is the general form of that: data type, pointer, variable name. Okay, so example here is int pointer iptr. It means that pointer to an int, and float pointer fptr means pointer to an float. Similarly, character to an pointer to an character. So here that star mark will indicate that the variable is a pointer. The data types must match the type of variable the pointer will point to. Okay. The next topic is pointer variables assignment. You can assign the address of variable to a pointer variable. Let us take an example. So here int num is equal to 25. So int num is equal to 25 means that it is declaring an integer variable and it is assigning a value that is 25. Then int pointer iptr, the star is a pointer. Okay, it means that declaring a pointer variable of type int. It is declaring a pointer variable which is of type int. Then iptr is equal to address of num. So it is assigning the address of num to the pointer iptr. So num is a normal integer variable. So num is a normal integer and iptr is a pointer to an integer. So means it can store the address of an integer. So iptr is equal to address of num. It will assign the address of num to the pointer. So now iptr points to the memory location where num is stored. So next is the address of operator. So the AND operator is called the address of operator. here this AND operator is called address of operator, and it is a unary operator. So unary operator means it works on one operand, so that is known as unary operand. So it returns the memory address of its operand. So let us take an example here. This is the example: int num is equal to 25. Here address of num gives the address where the value 25 is stored. So how you read this? Int address of where? How you read this? We have to read it like the address of this AND operator is known as the address of. So the address of where you have to tell is that has the address of where. Summaries: we use AND the address operator to get the address of some variable and store that address in a pointer variable like iptr to work with the memory directly. So here I am taking a very easy program that shows how to use a pointers to print both the values of variable and its address. Hash include studio.h. This is a header. Int main, close the bracket, flower bracket, open the flower bracket. Next, int num is equals to 25. So we are declaring an int variable and assigning it a value, that is 25. Next, int pointer iptr semicolon. So it means that we are declaring a pointer to an integer. Next, iptr is equals to address of num semicolon. So it means that we are assigning the address of num to the pointer. So now printf value of num that is n now semicolon. This means that we are printing the value of num. Next, printf address of num comma address of num semicolon. So this means that we are printing the address of num using AND operator, that is AND num. So we have to say it as address of num. So next is printf value of iptr address of num in iptr This means that it prints the value stored in the pointer, which is the address of num. Okay. Next, printf value pointed by IPTR. D and this means it will print the value at the address pointed by the IPTM, that is such that value of num. Next, last is return 0 let me run this. Oops, I got an error. So see the error, expected expression, so we missed something. So in okay, we missed this one. Okay, let me run it now. Yeah, see, I got the output, that is value of num. First we gave a print to print value of num, that is it printed the value 25. And next is address of num. This is the address of this number, and value of IPTR address of num again is that same, and value pointed by the IPTR, that is 25. Pointer arithmetic. So a pointer is a variable that stores a memory address, so which is a numerical value. So because it holds a numerical value, so arithmetic operations can be performed on it. So ये जो है पॉइंटर जो है वो क्या स्टोर करता है, मेमोरी एड्रेस को स्टोर करता है. इन विच फॉर्म, न्यूमेरिकल वैल्यू को स्टोर करता है. सो अब वो न्यूमेरिकल वैल्यूज स्टोर करता है तो उसमें हम अर्थमेटिक ऑपरेशन परफॉर्म कर ही सकते हैं. द अर्थमेटिक ऑपरेशन फॉर ऑपरेटर्स आर increment operator, that is plus is a increment operator, decrement operator, that is minus, and this is addition, and another one is subtraction, and this dot operator. So generally this dot operator is used with a structure, it is not directly related to pointer arithmetic. Let us learn operation that can be performed on pointers. So we can add an integer value to a pointer, we can subtract an integer value from a pointer, we can compare two pointers if they point the element of same array. So this is important, same array. We can compare 2 points only if they point to the element of same array, and we can also subtract one pointer from the another point if both point to the same array. It should be of same array, then only we can subtract one pointer from the another point. We can assign one pointer to the another provided both are of same type. There are condition only then we can compare, subtract or assign the values. Next, following operation that cannot be performed on operators, which cannot be performed. Okay, addition of two pointers. Addition of two pointers is not be performed on pointers, and subtraction of one pointer from the another pointer when they do not point to the same array. So subtraction is not possible when they do not point to the same array. Similarly, multiplication of two pointers is also not possible, division of two pointers is also not possible. Example, suppose if p is an integer pointer Then p plus plus will be increment p by 2 bytes. So it is an integer, so it is incremented by 2 bytes. So then what happens, it points to the memory location of the next element of its base step. So now it is an increment, so it will points to memory location to the next element of a base step. Okay, suppose if p is a char pointer, now it is a char pointer, then p plus plus will be what, it is incremented by 1 byte. Now it is a char, then it was an integer, so it is incremented by 2 bytes. Now it is incremented by a 1 byte. Next, p minus minus, p minus minus means decrement, plus plus means increment. So p minus minus, here the pointer is decremented by 1. It points to the memory location of previous element of the database. So it is decrementing, so it will points to the memory location of previous element of its base step. For increment, it points to the memory location of next element of its base step. Okay, then p is equal to p plus integer value and p is equal to p minus integer value. Let us now learn about array of pointers. A pointer, you know what is pointer? A pointer is a variable that stores the address of another variable. An array of pointer is now what is an array of pointer? It is an array where each element is a pointer, that stores an address of variable. For example, now we'll take an example, this one, int star iptr, that stores the value 5. It means that it declares an array of 5 integer point. So int I is equal to 10, j is equal to 20, k is equal to 30, l is equal to 40, m is equal to 50. This declares and initialize 5 integers. So now these statements assign the address of these variable to the pointer array. So this iptr 0 is equal to address of I. It means that iptr 0 points to variable I. Like that, iptr 1 is equal to address of j. It means that iptr 1 points to variable of j, so on. So next, and then star pointer iptr 0 is equal to 10. It means it sets the value at the address stored in iptr 0, that is I is equal to 10. Like that, for iptr 1 is equal to 20, iptr star iptr 2 is equal to 30, 40, 50, so on. Okay, so this code demonstrates how to use an array to manage multiple pointers. You can access or modify the original variables like I, j, k, l, m. We can also modify these original variables through the pointer array iptr square bracket open close square bracket. Okay, pointers and string. Let us now learn how pointers and strings are related. First, we have to know string. What is string in C? A string is a sequence of character ending with the null character. It should be ended with the null character. So it is declared as char s of 5. Char s of 5. It means that an array of 5 characters. A character that contains, so an array that contains 5 characters. Okay. Next, pointer to strings. So now this one, char pointer cptr, it means a pointer that can point to string. So if cptr is equal to s, what it means? It means cptr now points to the base address of an array s. Okay, array name as a pointer. In C, the name of an array acts like a pointer to its first element. So s gives the address of s of 0. Let us take an example. So here, char s of 5 is equal to hello. Actually, this hello requires 6 characters. Why? HELLO. And it also includes 0. Why? You know the definition. A string is a sequence of character which is ending with the null character. So null character is also included. So s of 5 should be char s of 5, which includes the null character in it. So the array content in memory will be So this is the array content in a memory will be. So h s of in s of 0 contains h, s of 1 e, s of 2 l, s of 3 l. So and it is ending with the null. So it is ending with the null character. Pointer usage. Suppose char star pointer a is equal to s, char star a is equals to s. It means now a points to the first character, that is h. It points to first character, that is h. So what the star a gives, star a also gives h, and a of 0 also gives h. What is a plus plus? A plus plus means it increments, so it moves the pointer to the next character. Which is the next character? That is e. It moves to the next character, that is e. Star a now gives, star a plus plus now gives e. So let me tell you some important notes, that the array s always points to the same memory. A pointer like a can be reassigned to point somewhere else. So strings must be terminated by null to mark their end in C. These are some important points regarding pointers and strings.